Blog
Hi,
Talk Radio.
this is Terrian with Plan B with Terrian, and I am so excited to have my guest on the line today. He is an awesome network marketer. I've had the opportunity to work pretty closely with him, and he is full of tips and great advice. I can't wait to pick his brain some more today. So help me welcome Joshua Santos to the call. Hi, Josh.
Hey, Terrian. How are you? Can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
All right. Sounds good. Awesome. Thank you for that introduction. And let me start off by saying, you are one of the few out here who's up and coming in the network marketing industry, internet marketing industry, who's really been taking charge of your business and positioning yourself in a position of leadership. I can't tell you how happy I am with how, you've been building your business and how much action you've taken very early on in the game. From the first day I got to speak with you, I knew you were a leader, and you've definitely proven that. And so happy to be on this call, and it's an honor.
Well, thank you. Coming from you, that means a lot. Because you're
no
definitely one of the top. So I have a few questions for you today. I want to hopefully get into your brain some more and be able to help some people out that are listening to this call that might be struggling or just need some motivation to get moving again or whatever. So the first question I have for you is kind of a basic question. What inspired you to move from the traditional plan A of working for someone else and building their dream to the plan B of working for yourself and building your own dreams?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you work, and here's my story, here's my just a tidbit of my journey. I graduated from a very known program. I'll leave the name out, but they help you basically get job skills. They help you in either finance or IT, which are very prominent industries in our society today. No business out there can live without either of the two. So, it's something that I thought initially would be sort of the promised land to what I wanted to do, and I was ready to get a very good paying job and all that stuff. And when I got the job, I graduated, trials and tribulations. I can't say I didn't get any value out of that program. I got the principles and the foundations of being disciplined and being accountable for my life circumstances. So with those skills, came the realization that after I graduated, got the job, went through that hurdle, and I started getting into my job in the 9 to 5, and weeks went by, months went by, and I'm just, is this it? Is the question that I asked myself. And being that I was already involved in this industry, I knew it wasn't. So that led me to turn around and kind of look in the mirror and say, who do I want to be? Or who do I want to become? And, I wanted to be someone who helped a lot more people than the people I was helping within my job, which weren't that many. I can tell you it was about 15, 16 people. Whereas in this industry, you can help unlimited amounts of people break out of their own habits, realize their own power, and go forward in their business and in their life. Anything is possible, and I realized that I can make that happen within this industry. So that was something that really resonated with me. This is why I decided to join this industry and actually take it seriously.
That's awesome. When you made that decision, how did you get started? How did you decide what you were going to do and get moving in that different direction?
Yeah, I mean, when I got started, it was about 2008, and as far as looking at it more in a serious lens, I started in 2008. I really wanted to sit down and look deeper in this industry, see whose lives have already changed because of this industry, what their lifestyle is like, and what their struggles were. And I found out that their struggles were very similar, to my struggles at that moment, and that's what kept me into this industry. And I went from there. I'm like, okay, if they're struggling in this, or if they've struggled and got to where they are right now, then I can do this too. That's what really got me to take action in this industry and keep going from there. I started struggling like most network marketers, and most internet marketers. I didn't know where to turn to as far as how am I going to bring the most value to people? How can I do it? And how can I scale my business steadily? And bring at the end of the day, my thing is if I give enough value to people, where I get a couple thank yous a day, and I give thank yous back, and I change some lives. That was my goal. So I struggled a lot in the beginning because I was what a lot of network marketers these days do is pitch their business and pitch, and we all know that that's not the way to do it. It's building connections, it's giving value, it's providing that painkiller to someone's current pain in their life. And if you come from that frequency and vibration, then that's when people really start to look at what you're doing. So that when I learned that, that's when things started picking off. But I did struggle a lot. So.
Okay. By the time we, as new network marketers come in and we see people like you where you are now, it looks like it's easy at that point. So, you said that you faced some challenges in the beginning. What were some of the specific challenges that you faced? And how did you, muddle through those and stay plugged in rather than getting discouraged and saying, you know what, this isn't going to work, and just moving on to something else or going back to your job? How did you stay focused during those times?
I came across that thought so many times as I started, my online journey and all that stuff, and even in network marketing, because it's always something that for a lot of people, including myself, I looked at it already in a skeptical kind of, position. I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot, but if this doesn't work by this month, I'm gone. I'm out. I'm throwing in the towel. And that's, that's the kind of mentality that a lot of people have when they're getting into the network marketing industry. What I did was just that. I couldn't face the fact that, yes, it's going to be a little difficult, but I can do it. I used to have a sales job where my biggest fear was getting said no to, and I was in sales, which was something that's going to happen almost immediately. So, and it was getting through the whole fear of being rejected was something that took a long time for me. And when I started making sales at my sales job, that's when I realized, okay, this is real. This can happen, and I can easily translate what I learned here, the principles of, just getting over the fact that you may get rejected. I can translate that into network marketing, and it'll make it a lot easier for me to keep going. So, I hope that answers your question. Okay, great. Yeah, so that was my thing. It was just getting over that fear of being rejected and not, just keep going and not throwing the towel like that because something doesn't work in the beginning. That's foolish,
Right, and that's just wasted time, basically.
Exactly.
Even to try just a little bit and not give it your all, then why even bother?
Exactly.
Have you found any specific tool that you would say has been most effective for you?
Yes, and this tool, because we come from an area, or we want to be in an area when we're presenting ourselves into the marketplace and giving our value to the marketplace. You want to become the person who has value, the person who has the tips, tricks, and all this good stuff. What this tool has done for me and thousands of other people is it's given me the training I need to be able to market the right way in this industry, be able to give the most value in this industry to people who aren't even in my network marketing company but need the skills anyway. I'll name the program. It's called My Lead System Pro, and it's done wonders for so many people that I know, and so many more to come. It's basically an exposure agent for you. If you're someone who's marketing differently, where someone else or an entire group of people, what they've done is just pitch people and say, join my primary. It's the next ground floor opportunity. It's just in pre-launch, whatever the case is. That everybody says the same thing. And if you're marketing from a place where, hey, if you need to know how to prospect, I have a training for you that may be of some value. This is what the system does. It gives people value immediately, and it provides the training that they need anyway. So that's how I've been able to grow my business from, just testing the waters to having people contact me on a daily basis. And for tips, tricks, and whatever the case is, because not only are you sharing all of this information with people, you're also learning at the same time and increasing your value. And a lot of what is important in this industry is the more value you can give, the better it is. The way you increase your value is by gaining the knowledge that you need to gain in order for you to be able to share it and convey it in an understandable way that people can relate to. So, yeah, it's done so many wonders for me.